Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the Uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures and commodities are trading above fair value. So far, everybody's fairly happy. Now, we do have the big Jackson Hole Fed meeting today, and Powell's going to be speaking after 10. And so that could certainly change the direction and enthusiasm of the market on Friday. Let's start off looking at the bond market. And bonds pulled back yesterday. That's probably what put tension into the stock market. There's the 30-year bond pulling back. Bond yields moved up. You can see the TLT, the XBB, both traded down yesterday. We had a pullback in emerging market bonds, but junk bonds held up fairly well, even though they pulled back slightly on the day. So little concern in the bond market on Thursday. That's probably why the stock market pulled back yesterday. A lot of that is being unwound in the pre-market this morning. Now, higher bond prices, of course, have been putting downward pressure on interest rates, and that has been helping the stock market. The U.S. dollar has also been helping the stock market. It's been in a downtrend for a couple of months now. Yesterday, it moved up. It had an inside day, but it moving up may have helped push the stock market down on Thursday. The euro pulled back, still not closing below the previous day's low. That's also true for the Canadian dollar. And the Japanese yen had an inside day on Thursday. Looking at commodity prices, copper has been on a buy signal for the past week, and that has helped some mining stocks move up. The price of gold has been down the last couple of days. It is trading higher in the pre-market this morning. Platinum traded down into the channel yesterday. Silver pulled back, still closing above the upper channel line, so not expecting a change in trend there. Now, crude oil had an inside day on Thursday. It moved up. It's moving up again in the pre-market this morning. That could help energy stocks. On the other hand, natural gas rolled over, and it is back on a sell signal as of Thursday's close. Now, Chairman Powell is going to be talking about inflation, and if we look at some of the components of food prices, especially corn, corn has been in a downtrend for a while, so that high fructose corn syrup that's in just about every product has been getting cheaper and cheaper over the past few months. We've also seen soybeans and wheat move down over the past few months, so that's taking a little pressure off food inflation. At the same time, there's been a bid into bacon this week and a little selling in hamburger over the past few weeks. And we made a new low for live cattle on Wednesday, and it moved up a little on Thursday. Looking at the VIX moved up yesterday, still on a sell signal here. Things would change on Friday if the VIX were to close above 1966. Moving on to the major index ETFs, starting off with the Vanguard Canada ETF. A lot of bearish reversal signals from Thursday's trading action. A lot of new early warning signals on the panic zone charts. Again, we don't have enough to generate sell signals just yet. We hit the 47.27 level a couple of days ago, so you had a chance to take some money off the table. We're still well above the upper channel line, so not concerned about a sell signal on Friday. That's also true for the iShares for the TSX 60. We've been up at the 35.16 level for a few days now, so you had a chance to take money off the table, and we're still above the upper channel line, so not concerned about a sell signal on Friday. That's also true for the Dow. The Dow hit our next price target yesterday, 410.16, got as high as 410.50, so you got to lock in some profits there. The S&P 500 had an outside reversal day yesterday. Again, there's an early warning signal at the top of the screen. We hit the 562.50 level yesterday, so cha-ching, you got to lock in profits. And there we are, still above the upper channel line, not concerned about a sell signal. That is also true for the NASDAQ 100, early warning signal, hit our next target of 484.38. We got as high as 484.37 on Thursday. So, I kind of think that you're going to have your orders in a little below these levels. So I'm hoping that you got orders filled on Thursday and on Wednesday and didn't have to wait till Thursday. But we did hit our target on Thursday as well. Again, the NASDAQ 100 closing above the upper channel line, so not concerned about a sell signal. That's also true for the equal-weighted NASDAQ 100. Our next target was 125. The high yesterday was 125, so Congratulations if you had an order in up at that level. Now, what's working right now, financials are still holding up fairly well. It's not banks, it's broker-dealers and insurance companies that are holding that particular area of the market up. Looking at Canadian financials, they just had a small pullback yesterday. Now, yesterday morning, we were looking at TD Bank trading down sharply in the pre-market. It actually didn't open that bad. It opened at 79.85 and it closed at 79.59. So it closed slightly lower than it opened, and so that activity took place in the channel. I don't know what all these people down here were doing selling during the day, but we did not close below the lower channel line, and that's the only reason we would want to get kicked out of this stock at the present time. So on Friday, we're looking for a close below $79.40, and of course, this is the TD Bank being traded in Toronto. Now, the Royal Bank, on the other hand, was actually up nearly 0.5% on Thursday, so holding the financial sector up, even with the downward pressure on the TD Bank. Now, in percentage terms, the big loser on Thursday was semiconductors, trading back in the channel, so a close for the SMH below $236.14 would give us a sell signal on Friday. So far, we've got tech stocks trading higher in the pre-market, including NVIDIA, which was the most actively traded stock on Thursday, and we were down 3.7%. We're up in the pre-market this morning, so we may actually end up with an inside day on Friday. Now, the second most actively traded stock in New York yesterday was Peloton, and I actually haven't looked at Peloton in a while. It had a huge big update yesterday. It closed up over 35% on the day. Now, if you had have been long Peloton, here's where you would have had orders in yesterday. And what happened? Well, your 352 order would have been filled at 380. That's where we opened. If you had an order in at 391, that got filled. 430, that got filled. And 469, that got filled. You probably just have a couple of shares left in your account. So congratulations. Well done. A nice day to be long Peloton. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. So far, the stock index futures and commodities are trading higher. Everybody's excited, and they're all waiting to see or to hear what Chairman Powell is going to say after 10 a.m. this morning. So look for volatility to expand after 10 a.m., and who knows which way it's going to end. But so far, the market wants to take back all of the selling that it did on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Next time you'll hear my voice for members is going to be on the weekend. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday, and we'll take a look at the most actively traded stocks from Friday's trading action.